Before this video begins, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Megaming Scuber, because without him, this video would not be possible. Now, on to the video. Alright, so we have finally received our package. This is actually going to be my first ever unboxing video, so I don't even know how to react to these things or how to talk, but here we go. This pack is actually a very special package, as this is a UV coated FTO. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a little bit smaller than I expected it to be. Holy cow, this feels super high quality. Wow. At least my theory about M slices were right. You can M slice on this thing. Wow. This is honestly way better than I expected to be. This is miles ahead of what I expected. So yeah. Junior, if you're watching this, extremely good job. Love the color scheme. I love the colors. This is literally, you blew my mind. There's nothing I could have done to prepare for this. This is insane. My gosh, man. Literally, words can't express. This is better than anything I would have ever expected from you. Anything, you know. I know I custom ordered this from you and you custom made it, but this is amazing. Great job, and really love the FTO. I love the magnetic feel. It's really good. All right, now on to the main event. Okay, so now that we're done with the unboxing portion of that video, we will continue on to the solving part of this video. So I have actually done very minimal research leading up to this moment. So I don't really know. I've tried to theorize on how I could possibly solve this, and most of my theories have gone out the window. So honestly, the best thing I can think of doing, solving this without any help, would be to just kind of do some algorithms. I know in this case, this is a sexy move, anti-sexy, so soon won't work. Okay, let's try. I don't know. Okay, that algorithm didn't work at all. So beginner U-perm algorithm does not work. Gosh, this is scary. Oh gosh, no. Most of my theories are just going out the window right now. Nope, doesn't seem like it's gonna work. Holy cow, I have no clue what I'm gonna do for this. I was nervous before I even got this in my hands, and now that I have it in my hands, I'm even more nervous now. Words can't express how nervous I am right now. Oh gosh, all my algorithms are going out the window right now. This is awful. This could not be any worse right now. Gosh, I knew FTO was gonna be one of the biggest challenges in my life. This is beyond anything I could have expected. How am I supposed to do last layer? Okay, let's sledgehammer. What does a sledgehammer do? Okay, so it preserves these blocks. Okay. So sledgehammer and sex move work. I would love to see what happens if I do them combined. Sexy. Sledge. Okay, it messes up the entire top area. These are preserved. These are preserved. These are preserved. It's kind of like a G-ish perm thing. Okay. Well, This brings me back to like square one. Like when I was first learning how to solve square one, I messed around with it a little bit. I couldn't really figure anything out. And I remember thinking, well, the only way you're going to learn how to solve one is by scrambling it. So now that I've played around with it a little bit, all I can really do is start scrambling it. So here we go. Okay, this is it. This is a moment I'm gonna regret for the whole life. I might never see this solved ever again. Like, I do have a theory though, where I might think of these as centers and kind of pretend like these are the cross pieces and these are the corners. So like that's what I'm gonna be like going off of. Like that was a theory of mine that I didn't want to test out right now, but it might be the way to go. So I'm gonna choose this as my starting center. It's hard not to think of it as a pyramid, but I got it somehow. Okay, so apparently that movement does it. And now the corners. Okay, this is like pretty tough because like I'm trying to think of this as a center, and I don't think this is the right. I'm heading the right direction right now. Okay, think if M slices work on this thing, what can I do with an M slice? Boom, bop, boom, boom, bop. Kind of like Ruish. This one is like kind of almost complete, so I might actually move on to the center. Or whatever it is, I don't really know. Okay, come on. This is hard, okay. Okay, right now I'm focusing on this block, because this block has a lot done already. Yeah. This really helps. Maybe I might start thinking of this as a center, but later on, like once I rule that this isn't the viable choice. So for now, if I move this one down, it completes this entire block, so that's really helpful. Because you can't do this, so let me do a quick algorithm. Now let's focus on this going down here. Let's do push it away, bring it in, boom, boom. Nope. That doesn't help. This is actually tougher than I thought it was gonna be. For starters, I don't really know if I'm even heading the right direction. But I also want to make sure I'm doing things right. Because this doesn't mess up anything. That did something. How would I make one of these? Okay, let's try something else. And again. And it worked. Okay, so kind of getting somewhere. I figured out how to kind of place one of these in. I have to do like a triple sledge in order to preserve this just from up here to down here. So I have this and this bar going, whatever the heck that means. So now what I'm curious about, this would have to be this right here. So let's insert that. Now I have to insert this. Yeah, because if I have M slice, never mind. Okay, no, M slice. That wouldn't work. Okay. I feel like commutator might actually be the way to do that. But I have like this giant block here, this block here. Right, this is not a pyramid. Gosh, this is tough. Man. Okay, so we ruled out that M moves are not quite viable for this, but I'm not 100% sure. I want to try this algorithm. Or not really an algorithm, it's more like trying to figure out what works. So if we M slice, bring it back, M slice downward, there we go. And now we know how to insert these. We still have this block done. I want to put this down here, or the other one down there. Yeah, maybe. There we go.
It's not really a commutator, I'm more just messing around. Now let's triple sledge this part in. Okay, maybe not like that. Like this, maybe? Oh, actually, you know what? That works. That actually works a lot better. So we got like a first layer done. That's not really what I was going for, but it's kind of what it turned into because I was going for bars and bars. Now the real question is, where do I go from here? Because if this is the last layer, which it isn't, as far as I know. Okay, come on. Focus. Focus, focus, focus. Okay. Because this is like very tough. This isn't helping. I don't even know what I did, but it preserved the center or the bottom layer. Man, this is actually tougher than I expected it to be. Like, I knew this was going to be like my toughest challenge going into it. Yeah, that's actually a lot easier. Let's just do that, I guess. But these centers are not good, so... Talk about bad day, dude. This is not looking good for me. And funny thing is, I've been theorizing like for months on end. Okay. So I've tried this layer thing and it doesn't seem to be working. So, new plan. Since we're kind of messing up already, might as well start aiming for this being the center, these being the edges, and these being the corners. I feel like that might be easier to imagine it. It's already kind of like seeming more possible. Okay, let's finish the cross first. How about that? Okay. Near popped. I almost popped. It seems like end moves are just not helping at all. I'm trying to think of this as like the first layer, this entire thing, but I do not have any idea how I'm going to do this. I think I figured something out. It took me a while, but I think I'm going to try to solve this trapezoid here and this trapezoid over here. I figured out that if you solve the majority of this, you'll still have these two like layers to turn, and that might be enough to solve it. There you go. So I got that. So I have these two sides solved now. Well, not completely, like, well, this one is, but I'm just gonna ignore this tip right here and this tip. This should be enough for me to solve the rest. There you go. There you go. So I got that done. I almost had it. Just off by one. I mean, cubing has always been second nature to me, so for me to be struggling big time right now, it's crazy. I mean, I basically have what I wanted to be solved right now, these two sides. But now I'm like kind of struggling with, okay, like even if I do get these two sides done, I'm only gonna have this and this available. Will that be enough to solve the rest of these sides?
The more I twisted and turned this FTO, the more I realized just how hard this puzzle really was. No matter how many years of experience I had in cubing, none of it was helping. I thought this was going to be a simple challenge with a simple outcome. I thought any algorithm, at least one of my algorithms from the past, would help me with this cube. But I soon came to realize that that was not even close to being true. And sooner or later, I would have to start asking for help.
Okay, so I've been going at this for about an hour and a half now, and I've made quite a lot of improvement. I solved nearly the yellow side, but I'm not aiming to solve it. I want to have at least one layer where I can turn. Same with this right here, but this one isn't solved, and this corner is flipped. So I think that's as far as I was able to make it by myself, and I think that's pretty respectable, you know? Completely, you know, no, nothing. Actually, you know, this is actually like solved, which is shocking. I mean, if I probably aimed to keep going, I probably would start turning just these layers, but I don't know. This is as far as I could go. So now, I think this is the next part of the journey where I watch a tutorial.
The center consists of 3 edges and 3 triangles
No.
grouped such that they form an inscribed hexagon.
Would you look at that?
Of the puzzle like this.
Alright, so I've learned quite a couple things already. So I've learned that this hexagon in the middle is actually a center, and it can be incorrectly made. So you start with that as your center, kind of like a cross in a way. And then you start doing these corners and start pairing them up with these triangles. So very interesting, and I'm not even halfway through the solve yet, so let's keep learning. Okay, this is one of those parts in the tutorial where like having the color scheme that they have is really important, because they were talking about the red center, but they weren't showing the white center. They weren't showing where the white center was according to like red center wise, like where it was placed. So I was doing this red center. It was like right next to it, and then I realized they don't have that. They have green right here. So I'm gonna do the green center instead of the red center. So that's fun. Let's go. Okay, so I finished that center. Now I'm just gonna have to like double check, because I think I wasn't paying attention to the corner portion, but I had the right idea. It just had to be 2 opposing corners, not adjacent corners. So go figure. Okay, so I have finished a second center, and now I'm on the last 2 centers, which are the black one and the orange one. I have this case, which, wait, hold on, this is my buffer layer. It can't really be solved conventionally, but thanks to this guy and kind of a little bit of 5x5 experience, what you do is you kind of force it to be on the bottom area, because this is apparently where you should keep this corner. And I can see why this has a lot of Yao feeling to it. But yeah, I have like 4 centers done, so now I have the rest to go, I guess.
And now that we can flip that over, the pair that we just formed is on top of its preserved. So it's got a black bar. If the trigger hits a point like this, the white facing towards you, the green triangle on what you want. So this up, we do a U prime.
We are officially on day number 2. And after revising a lot of my past mistakes, I realized something very simple about this. Once I have these 2 paired up, it's 1 move away from this bottom layer, but it also messes up these 3 corners. So what I basically learned, or at least figured out on my own, was that if I move this down, set this up, this 3rd triple here is going to be already green. So when you move it back down, you have 3 triples left to do. And according to my calculations, this is going to be the toughest part of the entire solve. So let's see how we do it. Okay, so I'm ready for the orientation portion. So according to the video, I believe I have to pair up triples, then do this algorithm, which preserves these 2. So that's that. Brings this over here. And let's flip it one more time. Now I see this triangle is the same as this color. I sledge it over, and there you go. Now I have corner permutation, which is the final step of the puzzle, I believe. So apparently the last 3 corner permutation algorithm is actually just an 8 perm. So I gotta be careful here, because I could very well mess this up, yeah? And I did, which is why I said I should be careful. But yeah, no. Oh, I accidentally permuted the wrong corners. How did I do that? because I have to hold it like this. Wait, hold on, let me double check.
puzzle.
Okay, now I have a weird 3-corner cycle, so let me never mind. Let me try to cycle these, I guess. Fudge. And of course, okay, messed it up. Let me get back to where I was. I'm back at the last algorithm again. Took me a while, but I'm back, and let's try it again. So, I just really want to double check this time that I'm doing the right side.
We need to finish on.
Finally. Okay, I've officially solved my first FTO after 2 days of trying. Freaking finally. I'm honestly probably just gonna use a clockwise CPU rotation because I don't know if I'm guessing it right, but yeah, that's the A perm I heard about. I heard a lot of people tell me A perm was possible on here, so I did try it and it didn't work, so I didn't understand what people were talking about. Now I see what they're talking about. Because D2 isn't a thing in this cube, because there is no point in doing D2, so it's either D prime or D. So yeah. Anyways, we're done with that. Great. All right, I'm gonna cut to speed solve, and we'll see how fast I can do it. So, what did I learn in the 2 days that I did FTO? I guess the number one thing I learned was that even after all the years that I have done cubing in, I guess I was never truly, a puzzle expert. I guess I learned that even after all the algorithms I've learned, hundreds of algorithms, there's always going to be those puzzles where none of those algorithms apply. And I think that's what really shocked me when I started FTO. So I guess the best thing I could suggest for any cuber out there is to always look for the next challenge. Always try to challenge your mind, and always try to at least approach cubes with an open mind, because you never know, you might get surprised. Anyways, that's all I have to say today. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. even have to do the APRM algorithm on that one. Woo! Okay. Woo! 11 minutes. I'm definitely gonna fast forward through that. And yeah. But I have officially learned how to solve an FTO. So if you guys enjoyed that video, definitely consider subscribing. And I'll post probably more videos once I get better at this, and I might have to ask Junior about the puzzle, like see what I can improve on. I think it's mostly just figuring out certain cases and getting used to them. But yeah, again, huge shout out to Junior Solis, Megaminx Cuber, who I'll be linking down in the description below. If you guys are into RexTOs or are wanting to buy RexTO of high quality, definitely recommend him, as he is probably the best modder I have ever personally known out there. And yeah, no, it turned out amazing, Junior. No, I'm not even joking, like it's actually like really high quality. So thank you so much, Junior. And again, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.